Ladies and gents, my best wishes to all of you. Today's talk is about how India can gradually build up a world class railway in the coming decade. When we look back a little, what we recall is our trains were often dirty and overloaded with passengers, and usually they moved slowly and stopped frequently with so many stations along the way. The railway stations were also quite frequently filthy and poorly maintained, and they provided few amenities for passengers. Above all, there were horrific accidents when, due to a primitive manual system of signaling, trains often collided midway. There were many terrible accidents with much loss of lives, and yet no one took the lead in overhauling such an outdated, rotten system. And this was happening even when the railways employed a bloated staff of over a million. The scenario now. But since then, things have started changing. To ensure safety of trains and its passengers, the outdated manual signaling system has been discarded. Practically all the stations, amounting to well over 6,000, have been equipped with a modern electronic signaling interlocking system. Thus, digital technologies are used to enhance safety. Accidents earlier happened at level crossing gates too, which were again manually operated. To make for foolproof safety, the task of interlocking of level crossings with electronic signals has been completed at nearly 12,000 level crossing gates all over the country. Further, new TCAS systems are being installed at all routes. These systems have been developed by Indian Railways in collaboration with private agencies. Upgradation of railway tracks is also in full swing to upgrade tracks so as to handle trains running at speeds of 160 to 200 kilometers an hour. Presently, 12 corridors which connect major cities and have maximum rail traffic are being taken for such upgrades. Thus, India wants to join the select club of 20 countries worldwide which run trains at speeds of up to 200 kilometers an hour, either by upgrading tracks or else by using elevated corridors. Electrification of railways. A gradual electrification of trains was going on much earlier also, but since 2014 it has been greatly expedited. This is because it saves millions of dollars that go into buying fossil fuels. Moreover, both passenger and freight trains can run faster on such routes. It also reduces noise and air pollution. In addition, such electrification has provided an additional 5.5 lakhs jobs. Till 2014, only 21,423 kilometers of tracks had been electrified. But in the last 8 years, things have moved faster, and by July 30th, 2022, 67,956 kilometers of tracks had been electrified, covering 80% of total tracks. The target is to achieve 100% electrification of tracks by the end of 2023. More powerful locomotives. Both passenger and goods trains require high-class locomotives to ensure high speeds. The government has already taken up this job in earnest. India has given a contract to General Electric of USA to manufacture 800 electric locos of 12,000 HP. These will be the most powerful engines in our railways. In addition, 1,000 diesel locos of 4,500 and 6,000 horsepower will also be supplied by the company. As usual, the condition is that only 10% of these will be imported. The remaining 90% will be manufactured in India itself, providing jobs for thousands. Alstom, in addition, a contract of rupees 20,000 crore has been signed with the French multinational rolling stock company Alstom to supply 800 locos from 2018 to 2028. These engines, known as WAG9, which is of 9,000 horsepower, and the more recent WAG12, which is of 12,000 horsepower, are among the most powerful freight locomotives in the world. They are capable of hauling up to 6,000 tons of weight at a speed of 100 kilometers an hour. It is important to note that these locos are being built in India itself. Better railway stations. Moreover, upgrading railway stations has been taken up on a priority basis as well. Indeed, a massive rupees 1 trillion is in the pipeline to renovate and modernize 600 of Indian railway stations. In the first phase, 22 major railway stations are being taken up for complete overhaul to make them world class. The money for this project will come mostly from monetizing 2,700 acres of spare railway land. In addition to this, from 2015, government came up with Swachh Rail, Swachh Bharat campaign to enhance cleanliness of railway stations and railway trains. Jaipur and Jodhpur were top two such stations in 2022. The campaign has ensured more convenience and better health for railway passengers. High-speed trains. They save valuable time for everyone. No wonder they are running in most of the developed nations of the world. India had also started working in this direction by starting trains like Rajdhani and Shatabdi Express since 1970s and 1980s. They both run at maximum permissible speeds of 130 kilometers an hour. New semi-high-speed trains like Gatiman Express and Tejas Express were started 5-6 years back to further add to the number of such trains. The latest of these is the technologically most advanced train, Vande Bharat Express, which had its first run in 2019 from Delhi to Varanasi. Two more such trains are on the tracks by now. Currently, these new trains run at a maximum permissible speed of 130 kilometers per hour, but with a track upgrade, they might start running at up to 200 kilometers an hour. It is to our credit that they are also being manufactured in India itself. Their lighter aluminium frame and superior quality wheels ensure greater speeds. They also have far better interiors as well. Moreover, they have an inbuilt anti-collision system called Kavach, which minimizes chances of accidents. The ambitious plan is to launch 75 Vande Bharat trains by 15th August 2023. Moreover, the next target is to build and operate 300 such trains by the end of 2025. It is expected that once the tracks are upgraded and fences on both sides of tracks provided, in another 2 to 3 years, they would be running at 200 kilometers per hour. And by 2028, the objective is to have 500 Vande Bharat trains on tracks. The first bullet train with a speed of over 300 kilometers per hour might also be running between Mumbai and Ahmedabad in another 3 to 4 years. Overall, such a countrywide network of fast trains would save much valuable time and add to the comfort of travel. With their new technologies and large numbers, they would create thousands of new jobs also. Their highly affordable rates would make them commercially viable too. In fact, the construction of newly designed stations would also provide more jobs. Dedicated freight corridors. Freight trains are the main carriers of heavy goods worldwide, but ideally, such trains need separate dedicated corridors to carry goods like coal, oil, steel, iron, food grains, cement, etc. speedily across the country. To build such corridors, a public undertaking named Dedicated Freight Corporation of India Limited was formed in 2006, but work on the project has been speeded up since 2014. By now, half of the work on Western Freight Corridor connecting Delhi to Mumbai has been completed. The whole of this 1506-kilometer double track would run on electricity. The 4,900 feet long trains would be pulled by Alstom's WAG-12 electric locos at speeds of 100 kilometers per hour or more. Each train will have the capacity to carry up to 400 containers. Work on the eastern freight connecting Ludhiana and with Dankuni in West Bengal is also moving fast. In short, Indian Railways are on track to deliver an efficient and speedy mode of transport for both passengers and goods. Thank you.